What's up, everybody? Welcome to the very first episode of Skellies and Pies. I'm your host with the most. What do you mean nobody says that anymore? Bill will be joining us shortly, but before we head out, let's give a quick rundown of what we're all about. We will be traveling all over the state of Wisconsin looking for the best pizza. Each pizza will be broken down into 5 categories: crust, sauce, cheese, toppings, and overall togetherness. Each category will be given an 8-slice rating. The average of those ratings will give you the final score. So without further ado, let's get to it. Our first stop is Bill's pick, Lucille in Madison. 4 out of 5 stars on Yelp. Ranked 4th out of the top 10 in the area. I have never been here before, but I am really excited. Let's check it out.
Lemon drops.
What do you think of that one? You're working at
That
Promise.
was a pretty tasty shot there. It was actually even better because it was free.
So we're gonna get a 10-inch wood-fired pepperoni. Sounds good.
And then a 6-mile steel pan.
That's perfect. That's good. That was awesome. Thank you. You're lost. Yup.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
What are you saying?
I never hit record.
Are you ready? He says.
Cheese pull another one.
Cheese pull it.
Cheese pull.
Oh, lost half my pizza.
Ooh.
I definitely need more
Whoa,
alcohol.
whoa, whoa, whoa. You get back here, mister.
All around togetherness. That wok hay.
Wake.
That wood oven hay. Okay.
I like the crust is
I gotta
it's
try
really
one.
crunchy on the outside, but the
All right.
inside is just like super airy.
I have not tried the wood-fired pizza.
No? Cheese gets a little thick in my throat. Just a little bit. But I never complain about too much cheese.
It's crispy.
Yeah.
Crispy and light.
I could eat a jar of this sauce by itself.
We always ask for extra sauce when we bring them home. Because when you get the steel pan, they don't put the sauce on the top. They give it to you on the side. So you can get home and pour it all over your pizza. So it
Like a
doesn't
calzone
get all
almost.
soggy. Yeah. Yeah, very attractive to be able to go to a place that has an outdoor seat that's also heated.
Yeah, as many times as I've been down here, I even walked down, I brought Willow to the Children's Museum a few years ago for her birthday and got lost. Just walked circles around this place.
Yeah.
Didn't even notice this place was here.
Every corner looks the same.
They do.
It's very easy to get lost. So yeah, they put the sauce on the top on this one. It's also inside.
Say hi. What is this? This is called the 6 Mile?
Yeah, straight out Detroit.
I don't even know how to tackle this thing. Do I like lick the sauce off of it?
Knife and fork.
Knife and fork?
Yeah.
A white belt with a green.
Sadly.
That's like rule number 1 of pizza. Never use a knife and fork. And here I am using a damn knife.
Telling you, you're gonna want to.
All right, I trust you. Knife and
Because it's gonna take
fork
it
on a
takes a bit to get through it,
Oh wow.
especially the edges.
Ooh.
Liberal amount of sauce.
Very liberal on the cheese.
Yeah,
Ham sauce.
the burnt,
Oh my god.
bubbly edges are fantastic.
It's like an inside-out calzone. So is there any sauce under here? Oh, there is a little bit. Yeah.
Get a little piece of that corner with each bite. It's quite a treat. It's hard to cut though, but it's worth it.
Oh yeah. More Ryan.
So they only put
The edge is the best part.
Yep.
Far. The edge is like that crispy cheese that you pull off of the pan. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the whole edge, so good.
If you eat it just right, you can get a little bit of burnt cheese with every bite.
Hey, that's the goal too. Just eating it straight through, it's definitely not as good as if you include a little piece of the edge with each bite.
Yes.
This is very filling pizza.
It is. Last bite. Corner piece.
There's 2 pieces left. 4. I can't even do it. Oh damn! I still have a bite left on mine. I couldn't really tell that there were onions on it. There was just like a slight crunch every once in a while. Couldn't really taste it.
I could taste it.
I was so focused on like the burnt edge of the crust.
It is the
Like
highlight.
once I discovered that part of the pie, I was like done.
Hopefully Pizza with Bill lived up to the hype.
Did Willow, did Pizza with Bill live up to the hype?
Was it at least better than school? We're good at this.
We'll get this
We've
down.
got some good equipment, just not the rest of it. We probably should have like rehearsed and stuff, right? Yeah.
Alright, just a quick rundown of our thoughts on Lucille. I know we're not really here to review the restaurant itself, but I just need to point out that as soon as we walked through the door here, we felt welcome. It was warm. The ambiance, the service, everything was just absolutely outstanding. I can't even begin to say how much we enjoyed this experience. And it really helps us enjoy the entire process even more. And it's got to be true that a great experience makes the food taste better, right? But we're off to our review here. Wood-fired crust. What are your thoughts on that, Bill?
I've been to Lucille quite a few times, but I am obsessed with the steel pan, so this is my first time trying the thin crust wood-fired pizza. The crust I found to be thin, crispy, full of bubbles, obviously cooked at very high temperature. There's a scorch on the crust, which was perfect. It added a wonderful toasty flavor. Compared with other thin crusts in the area, this stuff is great. 6 slice rating.
How about your thoughts on the steel pan?
When it's time for pizza, I'm almost always in the mood for Detroit style. Lucille is to blame for this. Lucille's Wisco Detroit steel pan is my favorite in downtown Madison. The crust holds up well, and it's substantial, much easier to eat with a knife and fork. However, you can pick it up crispy and not too oily, even though it's likely deep frying in that pan. Easily survives the trip back to my house when I pick it up. 8 out of 8. Perfect score for me.
The steel pan just absolutely blew me away. It wasn't too bready, it was crunchy, but still light. And that edge is what I usually toss to the dog, but there's no way I would ever let my dog anywhere near this crust. It is just that good. The edge is where the money is. The flavor, texture, everything about it. The fact that each bite actually tastes better if you include a piece of that edge with every bite, it just blows my mind. Beyond that, the middle of the crust was pretty average flavor-wise, but it held together well. So I'm going to give this a solid 7 slices. The sauce was the same for both pizzas we tried today, and I just have to say, wow, this sauce is sweet. That's not necessarily a bad thing because I personally loved it, and it was not what I expected at all. I could see some people maybe being turned off by it, but I'm going to give this a solid 6 slices because although I very much enjoyed it, I don't think it's for everyone.
The cheese at Lucille is locally sourced within the state of Wisconsin and obviously very fresh and added to the pizza in abundance. Chewy, stretchy, the right amount of grease with a burnt cheddar crust on the steel pan pizza specifically. Absolutely dynamite. As with most pizzas, the cheese experience gets better the longer the pizza is out of the oven. This one does not steer away from that. 7 for the steel pan's burned cheddar, and a 6 for the mozzarella on both pizzas. All of the pizza toppings are locally sourced, which adds an element of freshness layered with some tasty local economic support. The pepperoni we ordered was the perfect ratio for pizza, and the pepperonis were done to perfection, crispy, slightly charred, so they crunch. There was also red onion on the pizza, which was sliced very thin. They did not add it raw, so it's a nice subtle onion flavor, not powerful at all. 6 out of 8, only because we lack variety and creativity in our order. Okay, 6.5.
The wood fire was good. It had nearly the perfect amount of sauce. The crust was thin, light, crispy. There was a slight issue on the cheese pull when it started to pull cheese off the other slice. There was a ton of cheese on here. Overall, great presentation, great flavor, definitely something I'd order again. 6 slices for me on the wood fire. For the steel pan just absolutely stole the show. Perfect ratio of sauce and cheese, and that bit of extra sauce over the top of the whole pie was perfect, absolutely perfect. Just eating through a slice of this like a normal pizza doesn't really do it justice. You're going to want to make sure you have a little part of the outer edge with each bite. It makes all the difference, I promise. The pizza was perfectly filling, not being too bready and heavy. I couldn't give a fair assessment on the toppings, but from the cheese pull to the dining experience, this was outstanding, solid 7 out of 8.
The wood-fired pizza is probably the best of its kind in the downtown Madison area. The cheese did slide off when I was serving, but that's probably due to my pizza serving incompetence. I like putting pizza on my plate, obviously, not someone else's. 6 slice rating, steel pan. This pizza is indestructible. It holds together, there's no drooping, the toppings don't even fall off this thing. It's pretty amazing. I give it a 7, but only because I don't want to hit the ceiling on our first episode here, Scallies and Pies. Excellent pizza, Lucille.
Alright, so there you have it. Adding and averaging our scores here. Lucille's wood fire pizza scores 6 out of 8 slices. And their steel pan scores a nice solid 7 out of 8 slices. All in all, not a bad start. If anything, Lucille has really opened my eyes to Wisconsin pizza as a whole, and I'm really excited to see what else our great state has to offer.
Thanks for joining us on our virgin journey into the world of YouTube.
So please remember to like and subscribe below. And until next time, I'm Derek.
And I'm Bill.
For Scallies and Pies. Thanks for watching.